Hello, it's Elaina Strongbow from SwordTutorials.com. Elena's my in-game name, and today I'm down in my basement, and it is time to GM my 7th skill. Last night I actually GM'd Rapid Fire on my range combat, so that was cool. Today I'm actually working. I'm sitting at the crafting table. Time to GM my tailoring skill. So one of the things, once again, unlike carpentry and blacksmithing, where you can find lots of loot, iron swords or wooden bows, and salvage your way up to GM levels, tailoring's a little bit tougher. You don't find a lot of cloth stuff. Maybe when you're fishing, but nothing in the quantities you need. Also in leather, you get some pieces, but just not enough. So I've never actively tried to get there. I just kind of, tailored what I needed to tailor and just made things that I need to make them. And I noticed I was at 91. So I was like, okay, let's see if I can get the GM. First thing, I had like 250 ropes. If you watch my mining videos, you know that I always grab the free ropes that are there. With one rope and two pieces of leather, you can make a small bag. So I actually did make, I'm going to walk slowly here because I'm loaded. I made a bunch of bags. I made 250 bags, and I went from, here's some of them. I I went from 91 to 98.5. So that was good. 250 bags got me up from 91 to 98.5. They're really kind of cumbersome. You can't store them, inside of each other because a thing can't be a container can't be stored inside of a container. You can't salvage them. They won't let you salvage them for anything, so they're just kind of cumbersome. So I was going to get some more rope. Can't really buy it. I looked at making it. It takes 5 cotton thread. I didn't want to go through that. So one of my guild mates, thank you, Falcon, had some extra ropes, and I bought 200 more ropes. That 200 ropes got me from 98.5 to about 99.5. Got me 1 point up. So I was trying to figure out what to do. Someone's like, I'll make cloth boots, do this and that. And then I realized I have tons and tons of bear heads. I've been going through them. I have bear heads and wolf heads all over the place. So what I was going to do is like, oh, great, I'll make some of those. So I've been working on those. Go ahead and close this out. And to make a bear hat, you need a bear head. You need 5 or 6 wax. You need a bone needle. You need 2 cloth straps. So the thing here is you want to make stuff that's really the least amount of resources when you're grinding. You don't want to make a lot. So I had lots of bear heads. That was free. Wax is pretty cheap. 1 spool of thread will make 2 straps. So I have tons of cotton that I've grown. So I had plenty of that. And I went out and got a couple extra bone needles. So there's the recipe on it. If I look at this right now, I am just shy. I got a little bit to go in here. Now, the one downside is you want to do one at a time. If you do multiple ones, you can't get a +1 hat, like that one. So, when you're doing this, you want to do the double-click craft. Otherwise, you're just kind of wasting the +1 chances. Even if you don't do anything with them, if you're a guild, friends, give them out. I mean, they're free hats. I mean, basically, they're not bad, and people will buy them. I mean, the hat I wear normally is a wolf hat. It's a +11 that I've masterworked and enchanted, so you have to start out with a +1 hat to do that. So they're good for the inventory. So I'll keep all those, and I'll just salvage the rest and get some other scraps back. There's another +1 hat. You can tell I'm slowly climbing up on there. So yeah, doing this one at a time takes a little bit more time, but that's okay. But that was it. So it's not like I really worked hard to get to 91. I just did a lot of normal stuff, just normal crafting. Got a +1 again. So so once I got the 91, I'm like, all right, it is time to get it up to GM and lock the skill, and just get that 7th one under the belt. This will be my 3rd crafting one. And like all the other ones, there's a whole playlist for me GMing stuff. I capture all of them. It's great that I captured my very first one, and I'm going to capture every one of my GMs that I do on the video stream. Even if I'm out adventuring and I'm very close for some odd reason, I will actually lock the skill and wait till I get it out on camera. So otherwise, it's a lot of crafting bears. Thank you, bears. And where the bear hairs come from, if you see my adventuring GM ones, you know I do most of it up in Olfheim on patriarch bears. So that's where all the bear heads come from. Well, it's a big circle there. Working up in Olfheim is great. I get tons of experience adventuring, tons of experience crafting when I skin them. I get sweat, I get bear heads, just keeps on paying off. So definitely the right place to go grind my skills up there. +1. Getting closer, a little bit of a gap there. Only got 40 straps left, so only got 20 more tries here. So cross my fingers, I have to make some straps. Do, 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 do. While we are doing this, in the bottom right corner of the video, little YouTube icon. If you are finding the content on this channel useful, please subscribe to the channel. Just a way of knowing that stuff is going out there and it's being appreciated. So appreciate that. I have a little bit more note on that at the end of the video. So let's see. Still got a little bit of a gap right there. All right. Come on. I don't have to go make straps. I think I'll be okay. Let's see. Just a little bit there. Oops. Don't click too many times. One of the things people ask is why do GM on it? What's the purpose? You know, honestly, between 95 and 100, your success chances are pretty much the same. The only benefit outside of just being prestigious, you got another GM, and it's just kind of an honor kind of thing. You can, if you're partying with someone and they're working on something you have GM'd, or you're working with someone they have something GM, you get a little bit more applied to your bonus when you're doing it. So it's theoretically quicker to GM something if you're doing it with a person, someone else who's a GM in that skill, so you're an apprentice in that regard. Failure. I don't know. I only got 5 more tries left, or I have to make more straps. Let's see. Was it +1 hat? Only 3 more tries. I don't think I'm going to make it. It means I need to make some more straps. Wait, 20 more straps. My last set. Still got a little bit of a gap. Still there. Okay, actually, you know what? Let's do this. I'm going to take all of my regular ones that I got in here. You can't select more than the 15 they allow. I got 52 there, so I'm going to say, okay, salvage that. See, my pool was at 400 today. Down to a measly 65. I'm going to turn off my, is that my salvaging? Yeah. Let's see, so I still got these. I'm going to freeze that. So I do get leather straps back. This is better than the bags, at least for the straps I can use when making, holy crud! That's right, salvaging the bear heads. That gives you, that's using your tailoring skill. I'm like, where did that lie? I just locked it. Woohoo! I forgot about that. So I was actually able to get that up the final bit just by doing salvaging. Oh, that ain't that bad. So that's pretty good. Making bear hats to make it better. You make one, keep your +1s. All the ones you just get regular ones, just turn around and salvage that, and that'll raise up on your skill. Completely forgot about that. Wow. Very, very happy. Let me get these last 9 in here. So, as you can see here, that is up to 100. And we are going to lock that into place. Unlock that one. I got some other leather scraps. I can do that for my animal hides back there. So let's put that stuff back into here. We're going to put the bone needles, just these, that other one's busted. Bone needle, destroy. This item, leather scraps. Bear heads can go back. Hey, bear heads I have so 380. I have tons of wolf heads too. I've got 284 of those. Could have made some stag heads. I got 53 of those. And my leather scraps up to 1411. That's great. So I burned through some leather doing the bags in this. So I need to go take this collection of animal hides from the leather, and this makes it cheaper to do that. So that's it. Yeah. So small bags, if you got ropes and leather, that's probably the quickest one. Next up, if you got lots of heads, bear heads, wolf heads, stag heads, make those into hats. Keep the +1s. Said they got great durability on those. You can use those later for enchanting if that's what you're into. People will buy them. You can sell them for cheap. It's not that's a big a deal. Let's see. I think this is where I keep all my. No, it's not that one. Is it this one? No, that's my oddities. This is where I keep my stuff. So let's put the bear heads right over here. Their hats. I keep a lot of stuff in here, like different extra pieces I found, or I find someone will be selling something for cheap, like a +1 set of leather or epic leather. I'll buy them for cheap, put them on here, use them instead of crafting, since it takes a little bit of time. And then we need to get my wax back into my carpentry cabinet here. And put that there. Most of the time it's used for carpentry. A little bit here and there on this station, textile, and or the tailoring one. So that's it. So there it is. I said there's my this is number 1. Here's my other GM in carpentry, other GM in blacksmithing, and the rest of mine are over in my range combat, ranged, aimed, piercing, and last night I did rapid fire, so tonight I did the tailoring. So that was it. If you have questions or comments, throw them on the video. Thumbs up or thumbs down. It's Elaina Strongbow from SodaTutorials.com. At the end of this, you're going to see a video link to the previous video in the series. You're going to see a link to my website for SodaTutorials.com, what I've been doing, what I've done, what I'm up to. And then you'll see a picture of me with the fairy wings, which you click on that, subscribe to the channel if you're finding the content useful. Once again, Elaina Strongbow, take care. Have a good evening.